Hello, Abhay. I started. Now I'm ready. Yeah. Yes, yes, Abhay. After the class, I'll let you know. Thank you. Hello, all of you. Good evening to my last class today, and I'm very happy and very excited about this class because this is the last time I'm going to teach you all. And then, yeah, so I hope you're as interested and as interactive as about the previous classes. And yep, welcoming you all to my next session on one more topic which is left on English grammar, which I'm teaching you for the few past weeks. Okay, so hope all of you are ready for the class. Yes? Okay. And I hope so. All of you have had lunch and then waiting for the great weekend tomorrow. So, yes, so the climate is so far, the weather is so far good, and as you can see, this is December month, and we are in the last month of this year, and we are so grateful for all the things happened this year. Though we are not able to meet in person in the colleges, we are safe home, and I hope everyone is doing good and great with us. Okay, so here I would just like to ask you one question. What makes you so happy? And uh, for example, you can say just listening to music or gardening or painting, something else. Okay, I just want to hear different answers from few of you out there. What makes you happy, and is there any reason particular about it? One day if I do this, I'll be happy. Anything else? So let me see different comments from you. I'm waiting to listen to the replies. Good evening, all of you. Drawing, Sonam, thank you. Spending time with family, good, Soundarya. And yeah, so and so. Music, meeting up with people and knowing them, beautiful nature, spending time with full family have been so amazing today. And I'm excited to listen to answers as well. Listen to music. Good, good. Smile on my parents' face, good, good. Drawing, um, trekking, good. Playing cricket, exploring new places, good. Yes. So I have had enough answers. I think this is more than enough for me. Exploring nature, good. I'm so happy to hear from all of you. So keep going and never depend on any materialistic things for making you happy. You should be independent to make yourself happy. Okay, you should not have any reason over others or over marks over anything else. Don't keep your happiness, don't depend your happiness on something else which is apart from you. Yes, good. Playing with animals we have in home, traveling, playing cricket. Thank you so much for all your answers. You have been so amazing today. Yes, good. And yeah, so yeah, I'm happy to hear from all of you. But what I wanted to do from your end is just write the list of things that make you happy, like these things that you are commenting on this YouTube. Okay, write like take a note on your mobile even. Write a list of things, list out the things that made you happy so far and will make you happy so far. It can be of anything, so keep it a list safe. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a 1 day challenge. Look, if you are dependent upon music or dance for your happiness or a painting for your happiness, are you doing it on a daily basis? I hope, yes, little bit. Okay. Okay. So we are going to take a 24-hour challenge, which is this is a hormone challenge. Okay. So we are going to spend a day without even doing all these activities that made you happy so far. Okay. So after that particular day, will you will find a great change in you that after that 1 day, when you're going to do these again, you'll find you'll find so much happier than before. Okay, because a break from all those things that have been made you happy before. Like let's take for example, I'm in so like Insta addict. So I used to see more feeds in the social media, like whatever it is, like news or videos posted by someone speaking, so and so. So I used to see so much feeds and the post, and completely dependent on that. Okay, I'm used to that. So this is a challenge for our dopamines. Dopamines release when we are so much happier. Yes, I hope you had heard about it before. So that particular hormone releases when we are happy. Even just a hug from your parents and your loved ones, yes, that releases dopamine. Yeah. So of course, when you take a break from these things which made you happy, you are giving a break to your mind and your stress hormones. Okay, and then when you continue or when you resume that again after a day, you will find a change that you will be so much happier than before, which is a frequency of happiness is higher than before. So it's not that you have to do only for this particular day, which I told. You can take a break from all those things weekly 1 day. Yeah, weekly 1 day, spend time with yourself, taking a break from all these social media and then all these activities like anything else. Okay, even from the reading, uh, so much of worries about. Okay, you can take a break and then you can realize how far your hormones play an important role in your life, because it's so important. If that is lagging happiness, it makes you sad and depressed, and then so many out diseases out there because of hormones. Okay, that should be proper in the, and if it's our duty to keep it balanced too. Okay, not so much happiness is too good. And hope you understood this concept. Okay, and have you ever like postponing, like are you in the habit of postponing tasks which you have to do today? Yes, of course. Everyone will raise their hand in for procrastination or procrastinating things that I should do tomorrow, next week, or next year. Even it goes on, goes on, it goes on. Yeah. So for this particular thing, when you want to do something but you keep pro- postponing something, you can take this 21 days challenge, which is it will lead you to that in what you want to be. Okay, if you take one particular habit that, like, I wanted to do exercise ma'am, but I'm not getting time to do, I'm not doing it on a daily basis. I wanted to read, prepare for a IAS examination, IPS examination, but I'm not getting time. Whatever it is, okay, take a 21 days challenge, and if you do it on a daily basis for 21 days time, and 22nd day it becomes your habit, you are used to that, and then uh, you'll see a change that becomes a habit for you. Okay, so not even a break in the middle. Okay, so it's just a survey on developing and inculcating good habits in us. Okay, for these things you can just follow this. And okay, so here we are to proceed with the last topic of the class, and today I'll make it more interesting, and as I expect you to interact as well with the answers. Also, we'll also recall all those previous questions and the left out interview tips. Okay, in the middle. Okay, so we are happily starting the class now to the next topic, which is tag questions. And yes, it's an art to ask questions. Most of us have stopped ourselves to ask questions, isn't it? Yes, I hope I'm also the one among you, because I don't ask questions often, because yes, that's the reason I also have. I hope it's the same reason for few of them out there. Uh, by asking questions, we have a thought that will I be able to get the correct answers, or if my question is correct, or what others think if I ask this question. So many things run in our mind, okay, before asking questions. But uh, yes, of course, we end up questioning ourselves. Like, we get a question on questioning itself. Okay, so that's the one. So one who asks many questions, they are getting the answers or not. Of course, they are giving the impression that they've got some questions, they've got some thinking in them. Okay, usually analytical thinking and creative thinking is very much needed for the job, because you are new person out there, new employee out there, while going into the job or any other thing, any higher studies, for anything. So they expect you to ask not so many questions. At least when it is required, you need to ask questions. And that's it. So there is a format of this question tag, so we'll be looking into that. uh, these are the examples that you can have a look at before proceeding the exercises. So what I'm actually coming to tell, you would be understanding. This is the format of question tag. Question tag is something that we put at the end of the sentence or the statement. Okay, so it need not always be in a question format. The question tag those two words, making it as a question. Okay, so just have a look at the structure of in what are all the cases and what are all the words that has to be used for question tags. Yes, guys, hope you had a look at these examples. Yes, so have you ever been in a conversation and wanted to check your understanding whether other person is ready to respond or not? That's the time to use a tag question in English. Okay, so this tag question is a short question added to a statement, and this tag includes a pronoun. So you could see this list: he, they, I, she. All these are pronouns. Okay, so it's ended up by pronouns and also accompanied by auxiliary verbs here. Yeah, hope you got the exact structure. Take for example, I was visiting a friend and saw a photo on the wall. I said, "That's a picture of your grandson, isn't it?" Okay, so I'm asking a question to her. That's a picture of your grandson, isn't it? Okay, so my friend answered, "Yes, it is. The picture is from when he was 2." And yeah, she continuing answering that. Okay, so here the purpose of I'm adding this isn't it is, I wanted to confirm something I thought I was that was true or not. Okay. So in order to give the confirmation to the other that what you're thinking that was true, or you're expecting them to answer. If it is in the question format that you ask, you're expecting them to answer. So you're keeping in balance. You're keeping the communication in balance. So that's what the exact purpose of using these question tags. Usually, this particular research on this question tag, some language researchers say that men use uh, tag questions more often than women. They might sorry they think that it might show that men have more power in the conversation and use tags to ask for information or agreement. Okay. Others say women use a certain kind of tag questions to make the conversation run more smoothly. Yeah, so these are the purpose of why we are learning question tags first of all. Okay, so whatever your gender, when you use a tag question, you expect the other to answer. The form of that answer depends on the type of the tag question that you asking. Okay, so yes, let's look at the types of tag questions. There are only three types. So when we are having the idea of how it is evolving, and then you could easily answer the questions. That's easy. Okay. So when I say this question tag, um, you could have noted here that Rahim is intelligent. I'm taking the verb, which is auxiliary verb, yes, and then a pronoun of it. Okay. Let's take for example the second sentence. They have worked hard. Okay. I'm taking that have, which is auxiliary, and then the pronoun they, and I'm writing it as haven't they. Okay. So this is a question for you, and haven't they is your answer. So what exactly I'm trying to tell here is you are going to answer from the question only, but make sure to analyze if it is a positive sentence or a negative sentence. Okay, the very first thing that you should do is if it's positive or negative to identify. Okay, so here, how can we split these does plus sing from sings and did plus sing from sang? And I hope you remember from the previous classes while looking on to tenses, we have been teaching about these modal auxiliary verbs in order to how to split that particular main verb. Okay, because this helps us identify the tense which is past or present. Yep. So based on that we split it does or did. So why do we need this splitting actually? Here you could see this sentence which is ninth one. Have a look at 9 and 10. You shall meet him, shan't you? Shan't you is nothing but shall not. Okay, shall not is the one which we say shan't you. And you could, sorry, the ninth sentence, he became a famous novelist. How did I include didn't he? Okay, became is splitted to did plus become, right? Yeah. So if you could see the question number 10, we sell antiques here. Sell is divided into do plus sell. So I ask a question, don't we? Okay. You will understand soon why we are adding a negative tag of a question to a positive sentence. That's a type. Okay. Moving on, you will understand that. First, let me brief what are the auxiliaries that you have to take from the question. If it is directly given is, have, can, won't, or you can just take that directly. Otherwise, if you are not at all provided with like became, sell in question number 9 and 10, you don't have auxiliary verbs at all. It is hidden, you just have to split it. Okay, so from became and sell, I'm just splitting that in based on the tenses that I have, and then in this way if you split it you will get a question tag again. Sings differentiated to does plus sing, sang is divided to did plus sing. Okay. Similarly, if you're going to form a negative tag question for I am a trainer, aren't I? Okay, I am a trainer, aren't I? I have to uh, include a question tag for am is aren't. Okay, am not will be aren't, and will not will be won't, shall not will be shan't. This is the procedure for creating a question tag. Okay, so look at the third one, which is you could notice here that what are all the subjects included in the question, which is he, there, I, you, the same subject you are going to include here. Okay, no changes at all. You're going to take the auxiliary verbs and then convert and then include the direct personal pronoun here, which is there, I, you. The same subject you're going to include in the question tag. So no changes. You no need to worry about that. Okay. But suppose if the subject is not a personal pronoun, in that case you can include there. Okay. Yeah. So now we are looking into the structure, which is the first type of the question tag. If the statement is positive, it should be followed by a negative tag. For example, you are coming, aren't you? We have finished, haven't we? They will help, won't they? I can come, can't I? Okay. This is just you are ensuring yourself that will that happen or will that not happen. Okay. It's just a confirmation for you to give to the readers or to give to the listeners that it will happen or not. Okay. So this is how the first type occurs. If the sentence is positive, you just have to add a negative tag to it. For example, see the last sentence, he should try harder, shouldn't he? Okay. So have a look at it or you can take a picture. Hope you will receive the materials as well, but just in order to, if you're taking notes on these topics, you can have a look at it. To be precise, we are just reversing the first two part of the sentence. Okay. But the only one change that you're going to make is, if it is positive, you're going to add a negative tag. Okay. Okay. Yes, I hope you had a look at these. So, uh, if you see this particular first sentence, you are coming, aren't you? Okay. Here, the purpose of the tag question is if the speaker is trying to confirm information, the tone rises. Okay. You're coming, aren't you? Okay. The tone rises if the speaker has to confirm some information. And speaker saying something that they are almost certain the listener will agree with use a falling intonation. Okay. So it's a nice day, isn't it? Okay. So the intonation that matters. Okay, if you want to confirm something, then the tone raises, but the intonation reduces when you're just conforming with the, like, you are knowing that the listener will agree to your statement, but knowing that you're going to give a question tag, which is it's a nice day, isn't it? Okay. We Yes, so these are the steps that you're going to do when it comes to the first type. Okay. Look at the second type now, the exact opposite of the first type. If it is a negative statement, you're going to add a positive tag, meaning that this is quite easy because you're just going to remove these negative words from here and going to interchange that to get the positive tag. Okay. It isn't training, is it? They will not help, will they? We mustn't tell her, must we? You won't be late, will you? Okay, it's a confirmation again. The speaker wants to confirm again. You won't be late, will you? Okay, so this is again the confirmation the speaker would give you in order to turn a negative statement into a positive tag. Hope you had a look at these two types. The first type is positive negative tag, and the second type is negative statement with a positive tag. Okay, so apart from these words, we also have some semi-negative words here. Let's have a look at these interesting words. As you can see here, you have noticed these not, never, and even here, only not, okay? Only not we are using for the tags. And here in the statement, you could see not, never is also considered as, never is also considered as negative. Here are some of the phrases or words that you could see in a sentence that makes the sentence negative. Okay, so what is making the sentence fully or completely negative is not, never, neither, nor, nothing, nobody, and limitless. But there are other words which uh, give you the meaning little or not at all. Okay, seldom, you could remember this proverb like barking dogs seldom bite. Okay, few or little means very, very, very few. Okay, hardly, scarcely, rarely, even barely gives you the same meaning, which is negative or not at all. Okay, so I barely set my food on the floor. Okay, so we hardly met each other. It means this, we had very few meetings before or never met at all. Okay, so these are quite polished words for giving a statement in a negative, but you don't want to be rude. Okay, so in that cases we use these kind of word phrases, which is hardly, barely, scarcely, and rarely. But how can I identify if these comes in a sentence, whether it is positive or negative? Yes, it should be a negative. Yeah. So have a look at this particular structure, which is he never come again. It's a negative one. Okay. So as I said, came is divided to did plus come. So the question tag will be did he. Got it? And she can rarely come these days. Can't she? I can't tell that can't she because rarely is a semi-negative word, again making a sentence a negative statement. Okay, so can she will be the positive tag related to that. Similarly, you take a look at 3, 4, 5 sentence. You hardly ever come late. That is again making a sentence negative. I barely know you. No, do plus no. So do I. You would scarcely expect her to know that. Would you? Okay, the positive tags will always go with the negative sentence. These are the words apart from not that gives you the negative meaning to the sentence. Okay, hope you got this third type. Okay, the first type, and this is the second type, which is negative positive. These two types would be easy for you. And the third type, please analyze these kind of words in the sentence and then you can add a tag. Okay, good. Moving on to the next one. But before this, yes, only if you see these two slides, you will be able to answer. Okay, not a problem. Do you remember the type of sentences we had reviewed in the initial class? Which is there are four types of sentences: assertive, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. Yeah. So this imperative sentences, it's like ordering, a giving command, requesting someone, all these sentences, right? So these list of imperative sentences will always have a question tag as will you. Okay, because it's a request, again it's a command or it's a request, so these sentences will be followed by the question tag, which is default one. Okay, there is no change in this will you. You can also include different, which is would you, can't you, these kind of things you can also use. Will you, won't you, would you. It's like please do this for me, will you do this for me, can you do this for me, can you help me. It's again asking a question or asking someone for help. Okay, so in those cases you can just ask a question to yourself, this would be the word, this would be the model auxiliary here. Okay, so then you can confirm this is the particular one. Got it? So you could have a look at these sentences, which is open the door, will you, don't speak more, lock the door, let me go home, let her sing. All these will be the same categories, which is will you. Hope you understood the real structure behind or the real technique behind adding question tags to imperative sentences. Good. Moving on. Yeah. Have a example sentences in these imperative categories. Okay. So based on this, though you can ask, help me, can you? Help me, can't you? There is a difference between these two, right? So it's quite polite when you ask, help me, can you? Okay, help me, can't you? It's bit rude, right? So when you add a negative tag to the question, it's bit rude. But then if it is a positive or negative, that doesn't matter when it comes to imperative sentences. Okay, you are asking for help, a person will either say yes or no. Okay, that's the two possible answers for you. But then we can make a tag polite if we have a positive tag to imperative sentence. Okay, do it now, will you? Don't forget, will you? Okay, adding a positive tag means that you're very sure of that person would do that particular help. Okay, would do that particular assignment or complete your request, right? So I hope you understood the intonation, which is polite or rude, behind these questions. Good. I have a task for you now. Okay, so let's make it interesting. Okay, so Okay, so I have splitted our daily task to four different categories. And have you ever felt that you should do something today and you have been postponing from the last week and you have the habit of procrastination? Yes. So this is just a task for you, like just a relaxation from our routine exercise solving time. Just we can take a relax of 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So what I want you to do is like take one day at a time. Like right from yesterday morning till yesterday night, what are all the things that you were doing? Like what are like listening to online classes or playing something, anything. The task that you were doing yesterday, and you just have to split the task to, if it is urgent and important, you have to include it there. These are just the four quadrants for different categories, putting a task into that particular table. Okay, so just draw a square of putting it into the four equal halves and put all your halves, all your things, that task to urgent, important, if it is urgent and if it is important. And write your task in this second part, which is if it is not urgent but it is important. Okay, you have to include it there. And then the third task, urgent, not important. And then the fourth, not urgent. For example, the second one I can include not urgent, important. Preparing for the interview is important, but it's not urgent now for you. Okay, so this is just an example. So what were you doing yesterday? Like, can you please split those tasks in these four different categories? Okay, so if you feel like you have been procrastinating things for so long and you have never got time to do workouts or go sky cycling that you wanted to do always, or to talk to your friend that you wanted to do always, anything else. Okay, so split those in these four categories. Take your time and just fill it in your notebook, and then if you feel it in the future, you can just split it, and then accordingly you can set priorities. Okay, this is how we set priorities. We are giving importance to such things which are not important today, and then we are wasting, and then we are procrastinating things. Yeah, this is how. So prioritizing is mattered the most, and it plays an important role in our life, because priority itself is only one thing that you can prioritize. Okay, you cannot have number 2, number 3, number 4. It's always one that you have priority. Okay, so please have a note of these things in your mobile or something, uh, 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 application kind of thing, that you take notes of what I have to do today, what I have to do tomorrow, and all. Keeping on progress and notes of these will help you reduce procrastinating things. Got it? Hope you understood. So these things you can do, just not to postpone so many things. Okay, just because we are giving less important to the most important things, and then concentrating more, or which is not urgent now, may take our time, may eat our time today. Okay, so accordingly, if you are planning for next month's examination, something, yeah, university examination maybe you will be having. If you're planning something for that, plan accordingly, make a plan, make a diary, and then follow it. Okay, you'd be benefited if you plan it, if you prioritize what is important, that is first. Okay, okay, so hope you had an understanding of this particular task thing. What are grudge words actually? Have you ever heard of these grudge words? Grudge words are something which may look like it is ghost words, but it is something that we use repeatedly. You would have listened to Google CEO Sundar Pichai's conversations thereafter in or some interviews or something. You would have noted he would probably use this word repeatedly, which is. Okay, You know is a word which he uses repeatedly, but there are so many other words that people use repeatedly, which is basically and like, okay, um, such that, in such a way. Okay, so so many words out there. So these words we call it as crutch words. Beautiful, isn't it? English is the happiest language actually, compared to the languages. It's named as the happiest languages. I don't know the reason behind this. They used to add every year. They used to add 4,000 words to newly to the dictionary every year. So these are some interesting words that I thought of sharing with you. Crush words are something which we use repeatedly. And to have a good understanding of the vocabulary, to have an improved vocabulary, and to have an effective communication, I found these apps so useful. It's Cody Cross is a Google app. I'll say it's an app. Okay, it's an app which is giving you the understanding of the words, and also if you were stuck finding some word, all of a sudden you forgot that word, but you know what's a word it is. Okay, so these kind of problems will be reduced if you play this game. Okay, it's a game, and you have to just find a word inappropriate with the clues they give. Okay, so playing these games will make you more creative, and then yeah, what ma'am? We used to play shooting games and then these kind of mini militia and then PUBG games. And why should we play this? If ever you got an interest about playing word games, you can go for this. And yeah, I'll not do anything against your own perceptions. Okay. So yes, I hope this is useful. Now it's your turn to answer me because I have given you the uh, enough understanding of the rules and the types behind the question tags. Okay, so here are the questions that I have provided. I hope you can see this and it's visible. So as you say answers, I'll just write it here. Okay, actually, yes, those are the crutch words. Okay. Okay, so here is a question for you guys. I want you to answer as well as we have done for the previous classes. And now my question is, Sridhar wrote a play. Okay, so it should be stopped by comma and then it should be ended with a question tag with question mark. Okay, so that's the actual structure. Also, please don't forget to add a apostrophe. Okay. Can you all please answer the first question, which is Sridhar wrote a play? Sridhar wrote a play. I need an answer from you in such a way that, okay, so here you could see, the second column, did he, can she, did you, do I. So in this way, you just can answer. You no need to include the entire sentence. Okay, you just can answer. Good, Chinmayi, Dikshita, Shushita, Soundarya, Pooja. Thank you for your answers. It is didn't he? Okay, that's correct. I'm enclosing with a question mark. Moving on to the second, yes. Why this is negative tag? Because Sridhar wrote a play is a positive statement. Also, the pronoun for Sridhar will be he. Wrote will be splitted into did plus right. So, my answer will be didn't he. And yeah, you people are so fast today. He can do this work, can't he? That's correct. Okay. I shall write to him. Good, good. Shan't I? Good. I told you shall not can be converted to shan't I. Okay. Good. Okay, so here is your next turn, which is shut the door. Good Maitri, Arun Kumar, Prajwal, Sindhu, Shashidhar. Good, all of you. Yes, shut the door. So, what would be the question tag for this? Yes, Rachana, it's good that you gave me the correct answer. Okay, shut the door. Will you? I'll keep you updating while we are using this. Okay, we'll finish this. Good. Will you is the correct answer. Shashidhar, Dikshita, Esther. Good. Okay. So moving on to the fifth question. I have hardly any money in my hand. Please notice the sentence. The first work that we have to do is to identify whether the sentence is positive or negative. Then accordingly we can add a question tag to it. Good. Yes, as Aisha Dikshita says, the sentence is negative here, so I'm going to add a positive tag here. Is that right? Good. Some of you are confused. Yes, I can make you clear because as I said, for these kind of words, which is never, rarely, hardly, barely, scarcely, these are the words which turn the statement into a negative one. Okay. So in these cases, we are supposed to use positive tags. Got it? Good, good. Speak carefully. Good. Will you is the correct answer again. Yes, as was Esther Shushita said, it's will you. Good. There is a crying boy. Will you is the correct answer as you all said. Yeah, it's correct. There is a crying boy. Yes, that's clear. Don't forget apostrophe. It's since it's a question tag, apostrophe is a must and question mark is a must. There is a crying boy isn't there. Okay, that's correct. And yep, thank you all. Good, good. The wounded man cannot walk. Can he will be correct because it's a negative statement, so I'm adding a positive tag to it. They are laughing. Can he is a correct. Yeah. Of course, aren't they? Okay. He seldom smiles. Good, Ramya, Kushi, Apeksha, Chinmai, Tanyashree, Kirtishri, Bindu, Pooja, Nikit, Sindhu, Chinmai. Mm-hmm. So many answers for the 10th one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think you got, yes, Ganavi. I think her name is Ganavi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Does he will be the correct answer because I'll explain you why. We are supposed to extract this auxiliary verb from the main verb. Okay, here the main verb is smiles. Smiles, how you can how you can split it up? Does plus smile. Okay, so I'm taking if the auxiliary verb is not at all there, if it is hidden in the main verb, you are just going to take it. Just that's it. Just like you done for the question number 1, which is wrote. Did plus right? You told didn't he? That's correct. Similarly, for smiles, you should say does he. That will make a sense. Okay, good. Good, all of you. And the next set, she recited few poems. Yes, Suja, Arun, Saundarya, Vandita. Yes, it's correct. Didn't she? Good, that's correct. And someone knocks at the door. Didn't she is correct because she recited few poems. Correct. Someone knocks at the door. Yes, that would be the answer as Likit told. Doesn't they? Okay. Because you're not sure, you have the possibility of using these pronouns uh, I, we, you, he, she, they. Okay. When that someone is not at all clear of he or she, you are supposed to use it as plural. Okay. Even though that's a single person, you are supposed to use plural because you're not sure. Okay. Doesn't they will be the correct. Be happy. Be happy is an imperative sentence again. How will I end up with a question tag? Yes, I'm looking for the answers. Good. Will you again? Yep, there is no change in it. Will you be happy? Okay, so that is what the modulation behind this be happy. Be happy. Will you? Okay. Yes, I forgot to add commas here as there are two separate columns, but don't forget this. Okay. I am late. Yes, that is what I was explaining just now. Someone knocks at the door, you are not knowing who the person is. Doesn't they will be correct because that someone you don't know who it is. Okay. And most, I will write it as okay. So what are all the possible pronouns that you should add here? Like, see, he, she, we, I, you. Okay, so these are the possible pronouns that I should use in the form of tags, right? So in this case, can I put he for doesn't someone? No. She, because I don't know it is the male or female. So I can't use these two. Okay. And that is someone who is knocking at the door. I can't tell doesn't we. Okay. So I should not include this. I can't include I and you. Okay. That also cannot be included. But I can include they because I'm not sure who it is or how many number of people are there knocking the door. So in that particular case, you can end up a question tag with a plural form. And for someone, you should use a plural form. Okay, so be clear of it. Hope you got your queries clarified. Someone asked, I forgot the name again. I am late. I am late. Aren't I will be correct because I am late is a positive. Okay, so a negative tag according to that is aren't I. As I said, You cannot tell I am, yes, the person who asked the doubt, again you can have a click view at number 12 and number 14. Number 14, even I am a singular. Okay, I am singular, I am late. So oran't I is a question tag again. Got it? Because I am late is a present tense again, and am plus not is it, that is oran't. Am plus not will give you oran't. Good. Yes. Hasn't he is correct. He has supreme mental power, hasn't he? That's correct. You must write the reply. I didn't get the clarity. Yeah, Bindu. So, see, for these question tags, these are the exceptional cases that you have been looking at because someone knocks at the door, I am late. Okay, so these two are the exceptions where you are adding a plural pronoun knowing that you can't add isn't I. Okay, isn't I, you can't tell that at all. That is wrong. That doesn't make any sense to that particular pronoun. Okay, for example, if I were a bird, okay, if I were a bird, I would fly. Okay, even I am singular there, but I'm using a plural verb there. Okay, if I were a bird, if I were you, I would have done that. So many things. Okay, so these are some exceptional grammars, Bindu, that that may look wrong when it is singular plural, but that is the form actually. I hope I can explain it better, but this is the one I can give you clarity on. Okay, someone knocks at the door. You're not no sure of the gender, and you can't use he or she. If suppose if I write a sentence, she knocks at the door, doesn't she? I can include that. He knocks at the door, I can give a clarity on doesn't he. Okay. But someone, you are not sure of who that someone is. It can be two to three people, or it can be a one person, you're not sure of. So in that case, you have to be using plural form of someone, which is they. Remember, we have done active passive voice. Somewhere we included by them. Okay, the plural categories come there, right? Um, by them we used to include. Not sure, like nobody went to the, okay, nobody gave cake to him. He was not anybody we are changing. Okay, someone did this uh, painting in the class. This painting was did by someone. Okay, so these are the cases where you're not sure of the pronoun, but then including the that as plural. Okay, so that's what here. I'm late. Can't it be am and I? Am and I, it's not a word at all, ma'am. So please have a look at this particular page, you would be clear. Okay, if a statement is negative, add nt to the auxiliary verb. Okay, am plus not gives you aren't, will plus not gives you won't, shall plus not gives you shan't. So am plus not, it is not, am not. Yeah, so when it changes into a question, like while I'm telling I'm not coming, I can tell. Okay, but when it changes to a question tag, it is aren't. Got it? I hope you had an idea of this. So, as you all said, mustn't is correct. Mustn't you? Okay, good. I'm late, ain't I? I'm just wondering if we can use ain't in the place of. Yes, yes, of course. Ain't can also be used. That's what you're coming to say. Ain't is also correct, but it's not colloquial at all. Okay, because you could just serve ain't. It's not so formal. Formally, we use aren't I. Okay, hope you got this clarity. Yes, yes, Arpita. Thank you for the doubts. Ain't can also be coming for the question tags. Okay, so shall we move on to the last one, which is this? Good, Arpita. Thank you. This is the last one, guys. So I think you can see this. Good. Isn't it? It's correct. And then won't she is correct. And then here, good, good, all of you. And I'm really sorry. I don't have lights behind me. There is a power down in my home. Just one moment. I'll just fix it. Yes, guys, as you tell, the answers for the 19th one is that, yep, that's correct. It's hasn't he? One of the boys. Here we are sure of the gender, so we use hasn't. One of the boys has come yearly, and for the 20th one, it's yes, that's correct. because I can split that to didn't you or didn't he. Yeah, good. Don't listen to him. Will you? And the last answer will again be will you. Yep, guys, you have been so amazing today and you have answered very well for these questions. And hope this is going fine. And in order to be taking this to the next step to be more interesting, and then I have few more tips to give you regarding the interview. Okay, so this when we come to this particular part, which is so interesting. Yeah, you would have heard about these like online interviews nowadays due to pandemic times. So companies are more interested in uh, taking telephonic and video conferencing interviews because they are probably not involved in calling people to the company, and then in order to not take risk, these has been popular today. So you could have a look at this particular slide, which is reminding us to have a digital handshake. I hope you understood what is digital handshake already, because in person when we meet for the interview, I can just give a handshake to the interviewer, and then I can handle the interview well, and then that's the impression for me to take an interview to the next step. But when it comes to internet interview, okay, when it comes to like some video platform interview or it's a video conferencing, how will I make a handshake to the interview, or how will I start a conversation mm, which is to the unknown stranger. Okay, the interviewer will be strangers to you, and then okay, so explain the 20-second. Yeah, I'll explain it now. Let me count once more. Okay, so let me count once more, as I'm really sorry, guys, for this because the answer should be I. Because the pronoun here involved is myself. So, will I? Let me count, or you can include shall I for making it more purposeful. So, in order to make this particular statement more purposeful, I can uh, convert this to will I or shall I. Okay, I hope you got this. Will you let me? I'm not getting a question because let me count once more. It's an imperative one, and when I'm adding a question tag to it, I'm converting that to a pronoun which is tagging me. So, will you let me? Let me count once more, which is shall I or will I count? That would be perfect because you could see here in the examples given. So this take a look at these tags, which is let me go home. That's wrong. Which is will I? Let her sing. Will you? Okay. So these are the types which we include for imperative sentence. Just have a look at this. I'll be back. மா ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்குமா இங்க உட்காந்து பேசுறதுக்கு? மா hello, Abhay. There is no power in my home. It's down. And is it okay if I take the class without video? Like with they sorry? No, I didn't stop streaming, but one moment. Oh yeah, hello. Like I'll switch off the video and then take. Yeah, yeah. Because they can't see me, like it's dark here, but I can continue just one 10 to 15 minutes. I can continue and then I can stop. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, I'm back, guys. So yes, so with in the absence of video, you are supposed to listen to my voice because it's dark here and the power is down. I hope you guys understand. And yeah, I was telling, yeah. So you guys have doubt in the 20-second question. 20-second question, you are not supposed to use can, and you can use will I or shall I. That would be correct because, as I said, it's the structure for imperative sentence. So to add a question tag which is will I and shall I. And yes, the power is back. I'm setting it up. Yes, guys. So sorry for the inconvenience cast. We are at the last 15 minutes. I don't want to miss these last precious time with you people. So yes, I think the current is also back, and then yeah, here I am. So as you all were noticing the change with these 20-second sentence, um, yeah, hope you got it. And then I was telling something about the digital handshake, isn't it? Okay. So digital handshake is something that you can just view at the camera and then view the like. Please make eye contact with the camera whenever you have this video interviews and just nod your head like positive and confident. That is deliberate to have a handshake digitally. Okay. So that's almost enough for you. And then yeah. So these are the tips for attending digital interview at home because some of you might be like attend the interview next week, but not only for some of you, for everyone. I would like to tell like how you should be when it comes to the video conferencing interviews because as I said, these pandemic times may not prolong when you are in the final year, but then if you're supposed to have some foreign client companies and then if you would like to join there, many of them prefer video conferencing and the telephonic interviews in order to like reduce the cost of the person coming in person. Okay, so uh, many of the companies today follow this, and then yeah, so these are the things that you should keep in mind. Like first, you can have a trial of camera, and then please ensure the room is tidy and then dress professionally. You should be as such like you are attending an interview in person. Okay, all of the things are same, just then you are going to do an additional step, which is you are going to see this internet connection is proper and the room is fine and you have a noise free environment. Okay, so less noise to the ambience. If you are in the silent environment, the interviewer will like whatever he says you will be able to hear and you will also be able to concentrate. Okay, that's the only main thing that I would like to say. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, so you could see here it's a survey taken very recently for uh, அம்மா கதவை சாத்த இங்க வந்து அம்மா. Yep, so you can have a look at these like percentages among the companies. The major video platform used by all the companies for interviewing is Zoom. Okay, so I hope even next week we'll be having a Zoom interview for Mark. And then, yeah, so these are the other categories that they consider when it comes to video interview. And most of the companies prefer Zoom because, yeah, that's the like conventional and then it's stable. Okay, so yeah, so this is about the dress code, guys, because as I said, we have different dress codes when it comes to a company. Okay, depending upon the position, depending upon the sector they are in, private sector, public sector, there are so many differences when it comes to dress codes. But then, yes, 52% of the companies prefer business formals when it comes to the video conferencing interviews, and 44% doesn't matter at all. Okay, So there are few companies where your dress code doesn't matter at all when it comes to video interview. So please make sure that you're picking the correct one and then uh, having a look at it. So I would want to tell what employers are exactly looking for. Okay. So they just need the answers, guys. That's it. That's all they need. Okay, because they are going to ask you questions. They just need the answers, but not that for every questions you should be ready with the answers. You should be genuine with the answers. That's it. Okay, be honest and be genuine. Don't need to be like over exaggerating. Like I know this, I know this. Don't like whatever you know. You say no. If you're not knowing, yes, I'll be developing. Uh, I'll be able to pick my skill soon. Okay, that is a way to answer no. Okay, there is a way of saying no, but say no when required. Okay, it's not that you need to say yes for everything. Okay, so then there is a case that they might ask like, will you work under pressure and so many things. Okay, they'll give you a situation uh, like the project is failed and you are called for a meeting wherein you are responsible for the failure and how would you handle it and all so many like situational questions. They'll give you the scenarios and then they'll ask you how you will react. So for these kind of questions you need just presence of mind. Okay, so like surfing in the web, these common questions and all, you can just prepare answers with yourself and then you can be ready for that. And these kind of questions, it's not that you need to be worried about that because they just test your presence of mind and how spontaneous you are. Okay, and if you are doing that, that's almost fine. Okay, think and answer, be creative in your answers. That's it. And this is what you should be presentable, wear a proper dress code, and as if you're going to attend a normal interview, you just be the same as in video too. Okay, and also show creativity then and there, and be ready with your resume and the application for the job. Also inculcate the habits on a daily basis because you can just integrate the skills which you have with the role they are asking for. Okay, because these are the skills I have and this is how I'm going to add add those skills and practically use those skills to the job which fits me. Okay, so you have to give them the idea because they are not going to work with you in that particular 1 hour or 2 hours. They'll get to know what you are and how you will be able to work by the answers you give, by the presence of mind you have. Okay, so in that particular time, be ready to be creative and then be spontaneous. That's almost enough. Okay, give them the hope that if I get this job, yes, I'll with these my skills I have, I can scale it to higher level. Yes, so that is all the things they require. And for these 3 years question, 5 years question, what will you do after 3 years? What will you do after 5 years? And all, I'll buy a car, I'll buy a home. No, these are not specific at all. You can just say some other push higher level position and then I'll move to this position in the next 5 years. I will work for forward to do that. In order to accomplish that, I'll do these many activities or these many homeworks with me, so and so. You should be specific when you answer these kind of questions. So it's like impressing them, giving hope to them. Yes, this candidate is worth taking. Okay, what to do before the interview? Yes, as I said, if it's a video interview, you can practice before your video camera or your mirror. Practice any like no common questions that you have on the internet. Like I have given you the previous classes also, so you can just go through with this. You can prepare the answers, but please make sure in the video interview you also have one more advantage because you can make a note and keep it nearby. Make sure you're not losing the eye contact. Just in case if you find some keywords, you can have a look at and then you can go with the flow. Okay, so that's what required. What to do before the interview, how to handle the interview. Yes, as I told you, should be spontaneous and attentive. Like you should be attentive to the fine details that they give. Okay, they might be so fast. Okay, in that particular time you might not be able to concentrate in their things that they tell. Okay, but listen carefully and ask questions if you wanted to be asked. Like if you're not sure about any JDs, you can just ask them to brief so and so. And please handle these questions about salary and all. Don't be so rude. Don't start the conversation for salary. You never do that. Okay. Also, you can know about a company before reaching the interview. You can research about the company, that what are the positions available, like from their website or the Glassdoor. As always, you have Glassdoor website, so many websites that states what their position, what are their products, what are their service, and what are their clients you will not be knowing, but still you can have an overview of what the company is before going to them. So they'll have, again, that's an impression that this candidate has known about the company already. Okay. And please be there before time, because that's the only first impression that we can give before time. And what to do after the interview? You Many of the people are not aware of this particular thing, which is thank you note and following up. Okay, for taking the interview, no one will credit the particular interviewer. Yes, they will get the salary, and of course, for taking an interview on you, uh, that's a hard job actually, because there are so many candidates from the morning to the night, and then if they wanted to pick you out of the crowd, they just analyze so many things in you. Okay, and then the resumes are similar. All of the resumes are similar. Only few of them are standing out of the crowd, and then so many things to analyze in person, in precise. Okay, so at this point of time, just give them a hope, and then after finishing the interview, you can send them a thank you note. Like that's the most important part of the job. How important is it? According to this account temps, there is one survey. There, 80 percentage of the hiring managers have given their point of view that they consider thank you notes when deciding which candidates to select and all. Also, after sending thank you note, you can even follow up right away after a week, or after 2 days, 3 days. You can just follow up to know where you are, and to remind them that you are one of the interviewee. So yes, guys. So these are the things that you can impress during interviews and after the interviews, and yeah. So that's the end of our class today, and I would like to thank you all. And 2 minutes thank you note if you are ready to hear. And yes, guys, so it's been so wonderful with you all, and really, I'm going to miss you all, because uh, like so many students out there in the very single class, and you people are so like having patience and having cooperation. Like um, you people are ready to answer also, and that made all my Saturdays. I used to sleep peacefully, uh, like satisfied one. Okay, you people are also responsible, because just that I prepare hard and I present well doesn't mean that I'm good. It also, it is the two-way one. Okay, because the interaction between a student and the trainer, it should be a two-way interaction, because that's when the job goes interesting. Okay, and I find you also had interesting classes before. Also, I like I feel little sad while leaving, but yes, bidding goodbye is not always a simple task. It's actually a serious thing. Yes, you would have noticed, like, for everybody this happens. Yeah, even if I had been in the class, I would do the same. I'll be sad, and then yeah, it goes on. After 2 to 3 days, we'll forget, and then it goes on. So yes, apart from these serious things, yes, I would want to tell you that I'm so happy about you all. Like I just want you all shine in the future, all of you to be successful. Not very few are placed, everybody are placed in one company like after 2 years. Okay, because I'm not only telling the campus interview, there are so many companies out there that is possible for, or that is integrating your talents with them. Yes, so find your talent and don't waste your time like depressing and worrying about the job too much. You still have time, so find your talents, like these time or the precious one that you have got, which is you can identify the talents in you. Okay, so identify and then act accordingly. Plus, but please don't leave your passion behind. You go for the passion. Okay, I have seen so many people after finishing completing engineering, they have started their own business, and then they're shining today. Okay, most of my colleagues, and then even after engineering, whatever they wanted to do, like higher studies or going abroad, whatever. Okay, so whatever you wanted to do, be strong in that and be passive. Like you should be very strong. Okay, because no one knows that you're good at this, good at that, and all. You should able to prove them again and again. Okay, only then they'll understand. Yes, this guy is good at this. This girl is good at this, and all. So don't leave your passion, fight stronger and be stronger, and stay healthy, stay happy. Um, what else? So, yeah, if you would like to reach me for any other queries, like according to a professional touch, and then any interview guidance, I'll be always ready to counsel you as in form of a teacher if you reach me. So yeah, please note it is my mail ID. Sure. Then yes, yes, guys. So that's it for today. So enjoy your weekend, happy weekend, and bye bye all. Take care. That's important. Okay. Sleep well, eat healthy. Okay. Bye bye.